Good morning, Ravens. Welcome back to another edition of ONW Now. I'm Weston Wurzberger.
And I'm Ava Hansen. We've got a long episode to get through, including a live interview from Natalie Fales about the upcoming Noche de Baile dance. So let's roll that intro. I absolutely love jewelry. It really elevates an outfit, and honestly, it's just really pretty, you know?
Sure, I guess. But however, I do know that Noonday is an amazing organization that sells jewelry made by women all over the world. And also, most of the profit goes back to the creator. Natalie Fales has the latest.
Noonday Collection is an organization that produces accessories such as bags, clothes, jewelry, purses, and shoes. You may ask yourself, what makes this different than other companies? Well, Noonday found a way to benefit both the seller and the buyer.
But it was different because I realized my purchase would cause other women to have jobs.
The money generated from the purchase goes back to the local artist, and that makes my purchase feel meaningful.
Noonday is one of the few companies created to treat workers fairly and humanely.
We know the artisans. We know the people who are making it, and everything is up front because there's nothing to hide. It's all, those workers are happy and they're treated well. And I don't know that every company can do that.
Noonday strives to make quality and fashionable items.
They really look for creative ways to take what they have and make it into jewelry or bags.
Their items, the jewelry, the handbags, everything was really beautiful.
We want our products to have a deeper connection, and so does Noonday.
Because we have power with what we buy.
I just feel like your purchase directly impacts a real person.
To learn more and shop, visit noondaycollection.com. For ONW Now, this has been Natalie Fales.
Did someone say Chiefs?
Nobody did.
Oh, well, I'm still hyped about the Super Bowl win.
Have you stocked up on your Super Bowl gear yet?
Not yet, but lucky for me, Sandlot Goods has it covered. Let's hear from Hannah Odell to learn more.
Everyone could use a little extra KC gear in their closet. Sandlot Goods has got you covered.
Sandlot Goods sells wholesale, which means companies will purchase their product and turn around and sell them, and they also sell products online.
We are a quality soft goods manufacturer. We spend most of our time and energy manufacturing hats. We do make canvas goods, leather goods. We have some printing capabilities.
So many people and machinery take part in the manufacturing process.
We can take a design from a computer and turn it into a physical object all in the same building, sometimes in the same day. So it's just incredibly rewarding to be able to dream up ideas and make them here.
Custom items are also part of Sandlot Goods' capabilities.
Or a company like Boulevard wants their logo on a hat, and we'll work directly with them to make the hat.
They plan to open their own store in the next few months, and hats is the main focus.
We started it 2 years ago, manufacturing hats, and we have quickly grown to be able to make about 1,200 hats a week.
Most companies have completely shut down their hat manufacturing in recent years.
So the big brands that you see at Dick's Sporting Goods, at Academy, at the ballpark, at the team stores, most of the time those are not made in the USA. So that's something that we're just incredibly proud of.
Check out Sandlot Goods on their website and place your order today. For ONW Now, this has been Hannah Odell.
Weston, I love donuts. Do you know where I could get one around here?
Well, Ava, we here at ONW are lucky enough to have the one and only Donut Sam in our school. Let's take it to Liz Crane to hear more about the Donut Master.
Welcome to Menominee, Wisconsin, where the donuts taste a little sweeter and are sure to put a smile on your face.
And we were on vacation in Anne Marie Island with your family.
Yep.
And then we talked about it and we thought we should open a donut shop.
Hey there, Sam from Donut Sam's.
One donut at a time, Donut Sam's is inspiring others. They may make great and delicious donuts, but they also host upscale individuals.
And they have lots of different activities you can do. You can also purchase things online. So they have a tchotchke shop where you can purchase candles and other knick-knack type items with people that with differing abilities have made.
Donut Sam's would love your support.
Would start by following them on Instagram and Facebook, social media platforms.
Come by and grab a donut and a drink. of donut sand.
For ONW Now, this has been Elizabeth Crane.
It is extremely important that we immerse ourselves in other cultures and civilizations. The Mayan culture is one of the most unique. Union Station currently has an exhibition dedicated to the lost civilization. Kiwi Lonely went downtown to get the full scoop on the amazing and unique exhibit.
Here at Union Station in downtown Kansas City, us Kansans have the amazing and unique opportunity to learn about the ancient Mayas.
Well, we have been working on the Maya exhibition for almost 5 years. One of the things we do here at Union Station is travel the world to find those type of exhibitions that we can bring to Kansas City to really bring the highest quality art and history and education to Kansas City. Some of those artifacts have never left South America and Guatemala, so it was a real challenge to get these very historic, some dating back to 100 BC to Kansas City.
Not only do we get to learn about the civilization and the way they live, but we get to learn about their culture.
So we had an opportunity then to go with the curators and choose the artifacts that were from dig sites that came to Kansas City.
Each piece of art, information, and reading tells the story in detail of their civilization and rich culture.
It's vitally important that when our guests come here, they get immersed into a different world, a different language, a different culture. Ones that created science and technology thousands and thousands of years ago. And how did they do it? How did they create this art? How did they experience it? And one of the pieces that we have in this exhibition is the great jaguar, Jaguar Rising. The jaguar is an icon in the culture of Maya, but we have a huge stone carving of the jaguar throne that has never left Guatemala. There is a greater understanding of diversity, equity, and inclusion as students today embrace other cultures and embrace other lifestyles. It's vitally important that students have an appreciation and an understanding of others, because that's what makes our world better.
The last day to visit the exhibit is March 12th, so get your tickets while you can. For ONW Now, I'm Keely Loney. Now back to the desk.
Ivana Galvin and Cassandra Martinez are members of the Hispanic Leadership Club here at ONW, and Natalie Fales is here today to do a live interview to talk with them about the first ever Noche de Baile dance.
Take it away, Nat.
Weston. So today I've got Ivana Galvin and Cassandra Martinez, and they're both members of the Hispanic Leadership Club. And so this is the first year that they've had this club at ONW. So how did you guys get the idea to have it come to ONW?
Well, North just has theirs last semester, and they've been having it for quite a while, and we just decided to bring it over here.
Awesome. And what kind of events have you guys done so far this year?
We had our movie night last semester around October, November, I'd say, and so this would be our second official school event.
Okay, yeah. And so this is also the first year that we're having the Noche de Baile dance.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
so whose idea was that, do you know?
Well, we were kind of all planning it, so we've been planning it for a while now, and they were like, we should do it. We were thinking about towards the end of the school year, but with weather and everything, we decided to move it up a little.
Yeah. And what other events will occur during the dance? Is it just the dance, or what?
It's just like any other regular. We'll have traditional food and drinks, and just come join us and show off your dance moves.
Yeah. And where can someone buy the tickets, or how much they are, and who can come to the dance?
So we have school posters around the school and everything, and they can scan that QR code, or they can also go to the Raven Athletics and purchase them there. They are $5, and that already includes the food and drinks and everything, and it's open to all the school students.
How did you guys get the idea to open it to all of the school students?
We thought it'd be better instead of just ONW itself, so that way we can get everyone.
Get a more broad group of people.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's all we have for you today. So make sure you buy your tickets ahead of time and show your best dance moves on the dance floor. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we'll send it back to Weston and Ava.
With spring right around the corner, it's time to start those spring gardens.
Let's send it over to Alyssa Dobbins for more on those spring gardens.
Hey Ravens, it's Alyssa Dobbins. It's springtime, so that means it's time to get planting. I talked to some horticulture students about what they're growing in the greenhouse.
I took horticulture because I kind of needed a credit, but I also thought I could learn a good bit from just planning and the experience. Right now we're planting a garden and we had to pick a topic, and so I just did like stuff I can cook with. So we got like cabbage and tomatoes and peppers in there. Now that I've been in here, I feel like I can take care of plants at home if I need to. So
As you can see, the horticulture students are working very hard growing these vegetables.
In horticulture, we grow plants. It's the main thing. But we also learn about them and learn how they work. And it's really fun. Right now I have some cabbage growing, I have some cauliflower growing, chives, just basic stuff. And honestly, if you want an easy grade and to have fun, I recommend horticulture. It's a lot of fun, and there's just this sense of like achievement once your plant does grow, because you're just proud. You're proud of yourself.
Thanks, Alyssa. Now it's time for the best segment of the show.
You know, Ava, it's game day time. Let's send it over to Heidi McCormick and Matt M. Samembo.
As winter sports are wrapping up, we have the latest and greatest recaps on our amazing winter sports teams.
Tuesday night, the Lady Ravens hosted their last regular season home game against the Shawnee Mission West Vikings. The Vikings went on a big run, leading 17-1 after the first quarter.
Heading into the second quarter, the Ravens fought hard and came back and made it a 10-point game as the Ravens went down 10-20 going into half.
The Ravens made their way back into the game during the third quarter and only trailed by 4 points with a score of 24-28 heading into the fourth quarter.
They gained their first lead of the game in the fourth quarter, but unfortunately wasn't big enough as the Vikings made the game-winning layup for a final score of 39-41.
The Ravens will play their last regular season game this Friday night for a rivalry game against Olathe North at 5:30.
Special shout out to Skylar Pierce for beating the school record for most blocks in the season, previously held by Michaela Krall, who had 60 in the 2010-2011 season. Following the girls, the boys also played the Vikings for a physical game. The boys started off on top and led 16-10 after the first quarter.
The Ravens didn't let up and put an additional 22 points on the board in the second quarter, setting the score 38-22 heading into halftime. The Vikings continued to fight, but unfortunately it wasn't enough as the Ravens finished the game winning 73-67.
Along with the girls, the boys head to Olathe North this Friday for their last regular season game.
This past weekend, the boys' swim and dive team competed at state at the Shawnee Mission Aquatic Center. The swimmers took 6th place out of 27 teams.
The relay team took 4th. Noah Branstrom placed 3rd in the 100 backstroke, 4th in the 200 individual medley. Jack LaRue placed 4th in the 50 free and 6th in the 100 free. Farrell Joswara placed 11th in the 50 free and 9th in the 100 free.
Spencer Lean placed 12th in the 200 and 100 frees. Kiefer Yeem placed 12th in the 100 butterfly and 9th in the 100 breaststroke. The 400 free relay team of Spencer Lean, Farrell Joswara, Noah Branstrom, and Jack LaRue placed 2nd and broke the ONW school record for the 2nd year in a row.
Noah Branstrom was named All-State First Team, and Jack LaRue was named All-State Second Team. Congrats to the Raven swimmers who competed for another state successful season.
The bowling team had their city tournament last Monday at Olathe Lanes East. The boys' team scored a record of 2,806 and was their first time ever finishing in first place. The girls finished 2nd in their city tournament, with both teams qualifying for regionals.
Following the next day, the last Tuesday, the bowlers stayed at Olathe Lanes East for the Baker tournament. The boys took 1st while the girls placed 3rd.
Congrats to Mason Browning, Dylan DePrima, Cam Carlstead, Justin Preston, and Trent Longhofer, and Tommy Mitchell for qualifying for regionals.
And heading to regionals for the girls team is Emma Reese, Kelsey Booker, Allie Glasscock, Skylar Holmes, Giselle Chavez, and Braylee Apperson.
Regionals will take place tomorrow at Westridge Lanes in Topeka. The girls start at 8:50 a.m. and the boys start at 1 p.m. Good luck, bowlers.
This past Saturday, the boys wrestling team had a successful meet with both Lucas Conover and Noah Conover being named regional state champions for their weight class, along with Tristan Duckworth, Gabe Sherrill placing 2nd, Joey Kingsby placing 4th, Caleb Shark placing 5th, Presley Hartwig placing 6th, and Leo Blanding placing 8th.
Both our boys and girls wrestling team are headed down to Wichita to compete this week at the big state tournament. For the girls side, we have Cameron West, Haley Arthur, Megan Baskell, Chloe Harris, Emmy Keller, and Val Gallican all currently competing at state.
And for the boys, we have Lucas and Noah Conover, Gabe Sherrill, Joey Kingsby, Caleb Sharp, Tristan Duckworth, Leo Blanding, and Presley Hartwig competing at state.
The girls began competing yesterday along with finishing it out today, and the boys will start tomorrow at 10 a.m., continue on Saturday at 9 a.m. for the final round. Good luck to all winter sports for the rest of the season, and good luck to all our spring sports next week as the season kicks off. For Game Day, this has been Heidi McCormick
and Matthew M. Semembo. Back to the desk.
Thanks, guys. Weston, do you know what last week was?
What, Ava?
It was Counselor Appreciation Week. Isn't that so exciting?
Yes, but I know you have more in the story, so let's send it over to Ava.
Miss Jasper is one of the many dedicated counselors at ONW.
I work with all students, last names H through L. But then I also am the College Now liaison for Johnson County Community College.
Student Services TAs constantly witness the hard work that counselors put in every day.
I witness how the counselors work hard, like hour to hour, and they're going to try to accommodate you still despite that busyness.
The simple act of patience can be one of the best ways to support your counseling staff.
Giving them grace, like they have a lot of students to accommodate, and especially with emailing and setting up appointments.
I loved it. I thought it was great, especially since I recognized a lot of names on the card. It was fun.
To show extra support, the Raven Service Club made handwritten notes for each one of the counselors. For ONW Now, this has been Ava Hansen. See, Weston, now we know more about the impact our counselors have on our school.
Whoa, I heard a spring play is coming soon.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I'm not sure what it's about, though, so let's send it over to David Manning to give us a closer look.
What's up, Ravens? I'm David Manning, and I'm here in the shop where they're constructing a new set for Much Ado About Nothing. We talked to a couple student actors to see what's going on.
The character I play in the play is Claudio. The premise of the show is that two people fall in love and their best friends are trying to keep them from getting married, and there's a ton of like rumors and lies being spread.
This play is about for me, it's kind of like who to trust, because there's a lot of like rumors that go on and they heavily affect like the characters. I play Don Pedro, and he's the prince, and he's kind of a significant character because he's the one who brings all the couples together, and he's kind of like the mediator between all the characters.
The play may not be ready yet, but it's already had a real impact on the cast.
My favorite memory so far is just enjoying the people. That's my favorite thing about theater is it's always the people, and it's just a ton of fun because I look forward every day to just going to rehearsal and spending time with a ton of my closest friends.
You should come see the play because it's really funny and the plot is super interesting and it never drags.
If you think you might be interested, head on over to onwtheater.com. The shows are on March 9th, 10th, and 11th with tickets starting at $10. From ONW Now, this has been David Manning.
This past weekend, several ONW students attended the Triple Crown Volleyball Tournament in downtown KC. To learn a little bit more about this event, let's hand it over to Weston Wurzberger.
This weekend, the Kansas City Convention Center hosted the Triple Crown Volleyball National Invitational Tournament.
I think this tournament is very impactful to me because I'm able to come out here and see something that I used to do back in the day, and just seeing how much bigger it's gotten over the years. Obviously, everyone here loves to play volleyball and they love to compete, and the motto of this tournament is where the elite come to compete. So it's just great to be able to bring all the talent they have all over the country and put it in one spot and see everybody get to showcase their talents in one place at one time.
During the tournament, I got the opportunity to work for Darren Tipton, the owner of Adrenaline Volleyball.
How impactful is this tournament to you and to everyone else?
Well, to us, it's huge. I mean, we made an investment to be here as we try and move out of our local space where we've been for the last 6 years into more regional and national space. We really invested in ourselves, I guess, to be here, and the results we'll see. But it's a big weekend. It's taken hours and hours of planning, and it's big for us, and obviously for the volleyball community, it's huge.
There's some familiar faces at the National Invitational Tournament, including ONW players Skylar Pierce, Jillian Huckabee, and Lauren Roediger.
It's a really important tournament. It's probably the funnest one in the year, I would say. It's probably my favorite tournament. It's more, I feel, it's not for a bid or anything, but it's more just bragging rights and just being able to compete against the best in the nation.
The Triple Crown Volleyball Tournament will be an event that these schools will never forget.
Now playing in college, I look back to tournaments like these, and I'm so thankful I've been able to do stuff like this, because if it wasn't for being able to get the exposure at a high-level tournament like this, I probably wouldn't have ended up at the school that I am at now. So yeah, just being able to go out and compete young and showcase what I was able to do definitely helped set me up for the future that I have now.
Kansas City is fortunate enough to host a spectacular tournament every year and are already looking forward to next year. This has been Weston Wurzberger for ONW Now.
What a show it was today. That's all I have for ONW Now.
Make sure to check out our socials at ONW Raven Network and subscribe to the Raven Network YouTube channel.
Stay tuned on Monday for another edition of ONW Now. This has been Weston Wurzberger
And Ava Hansen. See you,
Ravens.